and roll that. Okay, we've clearly got no bat involved, so we can go straight to ball tracking, please. Pitching outside off, impact outside the line, playing a shot. Go back to Rachira on field. You're on screen now, Rachira. Stay with your originals.
Definitely looked like it had struck him after the off-thumb initially. Not a very good review from Shakib. So they've lost one, and now both teams have got one left. Better. You're talking about the footwork from Hetmeyer, and also very good from on that occasion. Fully committed, nice stretch forward, and then being very defensive, presenting the full face of the bat. Once he starts to turn and gets a little bit extra bound, then they get into a spot of bother.
I like the way he's played this ball, and this is what Darren Ganga was talking about this morning at the pitch. Was that an opportunity? He's hit that into the ankle of just above the ankle, behind the shin. It's gone straight up, and Mushfiqur Rahim very quickly realized that. Unfortunately, couldn't get there.
That could have easily been popped up a little bit more in the air, would have given Mushfiqur Rahim a little bit of time to jump in, but no damage done. It's Shadman Islam who's taken the blow. He'll get some treatment. Here from the middle of the bat, straight onto the lower part of his left leg. He swept it well. Oh. Would have been very, very unlucky. But it popped out and gone straight to the hands of the wicket keeper.
Yeah, you obviously don't get any protection behind the back of the leg. But he's putting his pads back on. Tells you that all should be well. Actually, you'll notice most teams, he's got wicket-keeping pads on. Most teams don't use those small shin pads anymore because their protection, even on the side of the leg, wasn't enough. So you'll find a lot of these close-in fielders nowadays use wicket-keeping pads. He'll have a bruise in the morning, but okay for now.
Catch it! Catch it!
Big appeal. They're not convinced that that's come off either the bat or the glove. Definitely getting some purchase out of the surface. Naeem Hassan.
Yeah, there was shouts of catches from Mushfiqur Rahim for sure. Nothing. Right from the pad.
Coming, boys. Coming, boys.
And he plays the reverse sweep. And that's come from the consistent pressure from Hassan in good areas. 77 for 4.
এবারে টাকা পাঠানোর সেবা জুম ব্যবহার করুন, যেটি সব সময় আপনার পাশে থাকে। জাস্ট স্লাইড করুন আর মাত্র 4.9
Pretty straight to save the single. That's Taijul Islam,
Good boys.
the one you're talking about. There's also Shakib Al Hasan to his right, a little bit deeper. And we did speak about someone at the leg clip or leg gully position. Perhaps if he thinks that he can bring in one in, then it has to be either himself or Taijul Islam. To wait and see, they'll be a little bit more attacking, but it has been good batting, good sensible batting from Atma and Hope. Or a single boundary to Hope, but 4 sixes already in his innings for Atma. You got to keep it plain and simple. Just stick to basic. Don't want to think what the ball is doing. Not too much to think about. Play to the merit of the delivery and apply yourself. I think they've done that. And they're showing that. What they need to do and just keep batting. Back time.
Nice position. That brings up the 50 partnership for Shea Hope and Shimron Hetmeyer. 36 of those to Shimron Hetmeyer. You would expect that. He's been explosive after lunch. Shea Hope just 11, but he's playing the role that he needs to be at the moment. Nicely played. 79 for 4. So the Windies still to trail Bangladesh's first innings total by 318. 79 for 4. A good partnership. 50 between these two. Hetmeyer scoring zones in the series 43%. His runs scored through the offside and 57% on the leg side. Oh, bit of extra bounce.
A little bit too close to cut. Naim Hassan will not mind that at all. Goes back deep in his crease and just a little bit close to cut. Could have easily been edge to the keeper or the closing fielders. That's what you wear. You need to be a little bit more watchful. Sudden rush of blood, loss of concentration. You will pay a big price, but he's got away with that. Again, there you go. When you miss one, then you start to have a little bit doubt in your mind. I can now actually take him on. A little bit more loop from the youngster.
And that's well bowled, and look how much turn he's got after he's slowed the ball up. This time with quicker, flatter one. And that second last delivery was a really good ball because it draws the batsman out. Bit of extra loop, bit more turn, just creates an opportunity. Difficult to hit that ball along the ground. Extra man on the onside, catching. Nice attacking from Bangladesh. End of the 25th, 80 for 4.
That's how it stands at the moment. 508 posted by Bangladesh. Mammoth total. Windies bowled out for 111 in their first innings, and now trying to regain some semblance of fight back here with 80 for 4. Admire and Hope really doing well for the Windies and building up a partnership with 51 runs. Very, very precious runs here from the two of them. Couldn't come at a better time, but they need to carry on. Need to take it to greater heights. Admire has looked the more positive of the two. As I say, a very good afternoon to Darren Ganga.
Long time, boy. That's good, boys.
Good partnership. 51. Singles in this partnership between these two, Admire and Hope.
Oh, beauty, Miraj.
I like that because in the past, these batsmen have been guilty of not having that balance in their innings. It was either defensive shots or that big boundary hitting stroke. These two, good balance.
You're talking about hitting the boundaries. Admire hasn't. The boundaries he has hit have been all over the ropes. 4 of them, in fact.
All been to his strong area. Long on to deep mid-wicket, playing that shot with the spin. More importantly, spoke extensively about the approach required to succeed on this pitch against this opposition. One of the more important things to do as a batsman. The ball with the turn as against, away from it.
Oh, straight back, one bounce, a spectator catch. You're right, I think they've been prepared to just see what the ball is doing. Whatever little it's doing, it's not vicious, it's not prodigious, the turn on most occasions. You're prepared to watch it onto your bat like that, you're safe. 81 for 4. Fighting back, the Windies. Good to see this partnership brewing between these two. 52 runs it's worth. Thinking of a run would be a wise option.
Spoke about Admire as well, using the depth of the crease and playing the ball late, and when he goes forward, playing it in front of him. That's his strike points. Really good, yeah, using his feet. That's another good technique to apply here. And you've got to be calculated, not like Karen Paul, using his feet to deliveries that are spinning away from him. That's risky business. Admire is playing the percentages, using his feet to deliveries that are turning into him, so there's no chance of him getting stumped.
On occasions, he's missed out on opportunities like that, had to reach for that. But he's done well with his partner so far. Does not allow the bowler to take the ascendancy. Play on their minds. Shots like that. It's a half a stop there. And, go through quickly for a single and back for the second comfortable one.
I like the positive running as well. Appreciating that there was an opportunity for 2. He ran the first one hard, got good support from Hope as well.
Oh, is there an edge? Is there an opportunity? It again seemed to have bounced off from Mushfiqur Rahim's gloves or part of his body.
Just to see this one ended up fairly close. There was no turn on this one, just little turn. A little extra bounce, reflection off the glove, falling short of fielded first slip. Kamashaka.
Well, he's not going to hang about. Thrown his bat at it, I think more in frustration and getting out of trouble shot, but may have landed him in trouble. It's happening in the middle. It's playing on his mind. Overdone, 85 for 4.
Welcome to Emirates, Mr. Jones. Just sit back, relax, and let us entertain you. With over 3,500 channels of entertainment, including the latest movies and box sets from around the world. We even have live sports and news channels. And your free Wi-Fi will start shortly. Enjoy your flight, Mr. Jones.
World's best in-flight entertainment. Fly Emirates. Fly better.
Miraj!
Well, an eventful lost over, that opportunity for a catch. Missed by Mushfiqur Rahim, and then the ball was in the air as Edmar forced into a shot of indiscretion.
Played a similar shot in that second innings of the Tests. That was before this happened. Went for the lofted shot, trying to hit it wide of extra cover. Meyer didn't quite get it off the middle of the bat. Lucky for him, ball fell in no man's land. Not a risk that he would want to take at this stage of his innings, already into the 40s, Meyer.
I hope more content on playing the percentages, as you put it. He will pay respect to the good deliveries. Edmar, on the other hand, more adept at taking the attack to the bowlers themselves. Been quite a good mix, complementing each other very well. Short, and it's straight down the throat of the fielder there. Oh my goodness gracious me. How could you throw away your wicket like that? A rank long hop, and he just played into the bowler's hands.
Chehuk will be disappointed. Quite rightly so. He's done the hard work, got himself to 25. This was virtually a nothing delivery. I reckon he was trying to beat the man at short mid-wicket to his right. Maybe because of the lack of bounce, there was a little more bottom hand on that stroke. Managed to loft it to Shakib Al Hasan. He's gone for 25. It's 85 for 5 now.
Nossa, Regina.